As a business that's been around for 50 years, for a number of years we've kept ourselves pretty much under the radar as a brand. So in our unique fields, then clients would know us, and so would also insurers. But from this year and onwards, we're marketing ourselves in a different way, which seems to be working successful, and as aspirational brokerage as well. We're not sitting on our laurels. So we have members of the team that have been with us for 10 years plus, and we have other members of the team that, they've been with us a few months, and at the end of it we're looking for succession. So the people that will most likely join Safeguard are people that are aspirational and also looking for some progression, genuine progression within their career, rather than just all talk.
I've worked with Safeguard for a few months now, and they're a different business to most. They've got a very clear identity. They've now got a clear purpose about where they're going, and the challenges that they've got really is around how do they develop the business to turn it into something that Stuart really wants, and that requires great people, and I'm really excited to work with Stuart, and they've got a really exciting future ahead. So one of the things that's a bit different within Safeguard is a very clear desire from the leadership in the business to develop its staff and to grow the people within the business. There's plenty of potential here for people to come in, create their own stamp on the business, but also develop their own career. There's plenty of progression opportunities, and Stuart's very, very happy to roll up his sleeves and share the learning experience that he's got from having spent 30 odd years in the insurance broking marketplace. So if that excites you, then again, it's a good place to be.
Yeah, we have a number of clients that are now third generation. As a business, we've been around for 50 years. So, and most of our emphasis of client handling is about educating the client. So if we've educated one generation of information that's required, then that usually feeds on, but then there's a new generation that comes in, so we get involved with the existing MD that's looking to hand over to the son to try to put some risk management and get them to understand their own business in more detail. And sometimes it's easier because we're a trusted resource, then the MD will then sometimes even get us to deal with some of the difficult questions that needs to be put to the particular son of that business. So it's the added value systems that we work on, not purely insurance.
Safeguard is a bit of a different business in as much as it prides itself very strongly on its client relationships. It goes above and beyond just insurance. Interestingly, the Safeguard approach gets deep into the relationship with the client, and the solutions that they provide are not just about insurance. There are some challenges that businesses generally face, and Stuart and the team here are very happy to guide and advise on that as well. So the trusted advisor status that they have with their customers is gained not just through insurance, it's also the wider business advice that they give.
We focus on the client, and we're extremely client-centric. From the viewpoint, it's not all about profit. So if an account handler needs to spend some extra time to do a placement, or even a rebroking a placement mid-year, it needs to happen, and it's about putting the client's needs in front of the end net value back to the brokerage. And if from a client point of view and a broking perspective, it can take up to 5 years to get the client educated to the most efficient way for a broking and for themselves. And so from that viewpoint, the account handlers get quite a lot of free rein. So the client base can be anything from demolition contractors to roofers to scaffolders, down to refurbishment companies for local authorities. And usually we would try and find clients that have got a turnover of £1 million plus as a minimum threshold. And we would also then look to pick up their fleet and ancillary policies, and then cross-sell high net worth as well.
I'm Richard Pitt. I'm the Managing Director of Critical Friend Partnership, which is a business coaching business that focuses and centralises on the insurance broker community. My son, ridiculous as it sounds, calls me a dream maker. And that's my job, is to help brokers to kind of understand what their dream and ambition looks like and then turn that into reality. That's what I do, and I love it.
I've been with the company over 20 years. The business has grown and developed in different areas, particularly our niche areas, and also construction, which is a main part of what we do. From a flexibility perspective, we took steps of trialling flexible working from February 19, and the reports that we've seen back seems to be working pretty well. We've got some people that can work from the office, some people that have no intention of wanting to work from the office, but in general most people would want to come into the office twice a week. We have some people that are pretty specialist in niche areas, and we also have in-house claims, and we also have direct access to our own safeguard loss adjuster facilities, which makes us unique in our own field. We're not perfect, that's an evolving, and that's aspirational as well, and whoever looks to join the firm, we would look to try to embed those core values into. I think at the end of it, they need to be confident in themselves, confident from a technical perspective, but realistically that they just have passion for clients and solving client problems and delivering expectations. Some clients are more challenging than others, but it's got to be personality where they relish that challenge, with support from the team to overcome objection. We've got direct access to insurers within walking distance from our offices. We have insurers, which is very easy for pre-client handling, and also in the event there's a claim or something that you need to discuss and to build relationships with insurers. We also have a number of other insurers that are 2-3 minutes drive. So from a centre point of insurance in the Kent world, we're strategically placed.
Since I joined 2 months ago, I've been having on-the-job training where a couple of the team members have been sitting with me, showing me their processes with renewals, all the reports, any templates with new business. It's how we might make phone calls to the insurers or the clients, just showing me the processes. Anything I need, I can ask them.
So I've been with Safeguard for almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years in November. And I've stayed because of the flexibility of the company, which has allowed me to be a mother and also work. So I can do the school run, but I also work in between. As a director, he's always available, he's always around, he's very approachable, he's very keen on developing his staff. So he's always got his door open if you want to knock on it and ask him a question.
As a boutique insurance brokerage, then the team have direct access to me and clients on occasions that we may have a client for 20-30 years. They also have me as a default position if things go horribly wrong. So from a technical expertise perspective, I'm in the business getting my hands dirty, and in the event that something goes wrong, then at the end of it the client has someone as a last port of call, at least at their level, that can relate to, and sometimes that can make the difference from a continuation perspective, but at no point does that undermine the account handler. As a business, we're very client centric, and we take the client's needs very seriously. As a team, it's a genuine team effort. So when there's a problem with a client, those problems are shared within the team, and usually the team can come up with the answers. So a lot of brokerages firms these days, it seems to be a very individualist, and there isn't the team element. So it could be someone within our brokerage firm that's got 20 years experience, or someone with 5 years experience, but it's the person with 5 years experience that manages to help the person with 20 years, and vice versa. When a member of the team joins Safeguard, they're usually quite surprised at the automatic trust that they're given from the employers themselves, from individuals within the team, and also from the clients that they end up handling with, that there's an automatic trust element that you don't always have to earn your stripes with. Same with regard to insurance companies as well. If we consider something to be the correct position, an insurance company would usually listen because of the experience within the team and their general handling of our team and their own personnel.